The #1 seed is still alive after a physical 5-game epic. The #2 seed remains as well, the man they call the Flying Finn. The Top Guns still have 2 major walls blocking their path, a speedy Welshman who lives by the creed of never say die, and a Canadian fan favourite who can step it up right on cue. America and Wales in match #1, Christopher Gordon versus Peter Creed. Then it's Finland taking on Canada, Mustonen versus McCue. This is it. It's win or go home. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. You don't want to miss this action. Semi-final showdowns up next on squashstream.tv. Game on.
Hello and welcome to this broadcast of the Ottawa GoodLife Open, brought to you live from the Queen's View GoodLife here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and it's semi-final time. What a big day we've got coming your way. 2 big matches, starting out with the #1 seed, Christopher Gordon, and he will take on the man from Wales. It's the great man himself, Peter Creed, and didn't he storm into the semi-finals yesterday after a great victory. Let's now go down to court #1, where we have Gordon ready to go. He will wear white this evening. Well, this afternoon, we should say. Peter Creed about to join him on court. America versus Wales. And the crowd has packed in, ready to see another fantastic match. A little bit of information about this man on court. Christopher Gordon, he is the #1 seed, number 57 in the world. New York, USA is where he is from, and he lives in Queens. He's coached by David Pearson and Andre Del Host. And this year, he was runner-up the Regatta's Resistencia Open. But despite having played M25 and M35 events this year, he's been playing a lot of bigger events than this one. So he has got a lot of experience under his belt against high-quality opposition. And he'll be tested today up against this man, Peter Creed from Wales, who's just getting set to take his spot on court. Number 66 in the world from Caerphilly in Wales and lives in Den Haag in the Netherlands. Coached by David Evans, he was the winner of the LOC Charing Classic, beating Joe Green in the semi-finals on the way there. Also a semi-finalist at the Stortford Classic, the Kent Open, the New Zealand PSA Classic, and the Christchurch Open. So 2 high-quality players in action in our first semi-final of the day. Seed #1 versus seed #4. In the referee's seat today, Matthias Tuomi from Finland. And we're underway. A fascinating match happened last evening. If you didn't see it, Christopher Gordon overcame Christopher Binney in 5 games. Lots of lets, lots of physical contact between those 2 players. It was a bruising encounter. Christopher Gordon was on court for quite a while, somewhere around the 1.5 hour mark. As for Peter Creed, he came through in a little bit of quicker time than that, so he'll be a little more fresh. And also, we must say, Peter Creed, in the round of 16, only played 1 game because his opponent retired hurt. So he will be feeling very fresh at the moment. We'll see how that pans out as this match goes on. I'm sure Creed would love to take it to 4 or 5 and see if he can wear Gordon down. Oh, Christopher Gordon, what a great start. Our first winner in the semi-final. Two very different players, these two. Of course, Gordon, tall, long legs, he can stretch a long way. Creed, speedy, a little lower to the ground. That's my friendliest way of saying he's a bit shorter than his opponent. That's a let call. He probably, maybe could have played that, Gordon. Looks like he might have been fishing for a let. He got the call in the end. Certainly our YouTube comments feed went bananas last night with the amount of interesting lets and no lets. I wonder if Christopher Gordon will bring the same tactic here this afternoon. Well, Gordon was in control in the early stages of this point, but Creed has got himself back in the point here. Longest rally of this match so far, very early stage, of course. Second point. Oh, again, Chris Gordon showing a bit of touch and skill on that occasion. Already 2-love up. So don't forget, folks, the match straight after this, it will be Michael McCue, the Canadian, versus Henrik Mustonen from Finland. So still one Canadian in the draw. Creed on the attack now. He needs to get himself on the board. Get himself his first point. It's going to be tricky against Gordon. Very highly ranked opponent. Again, Gordon, with that long reach, plays the overhead to great quality and skill. Oh, and that struck him. Clearly wasn't on purpose. Creed immediately apologised. This will show us. Look out. Good start from the American here. The first 3 points of the semi-final. Gordon again, that powerful overhead, setting himself up for a chance down the wall. He's just overpowering the Welshman at the moment. Creed just missed it. You can see there, just a little frustrated. That was a real opportunity to get on the board. Again, Chris Gordon, too strong. Using the left wall this time. So the first 7 points to Gordon here. And that one struck the tin. So first point to Peter Creed, 1-7. Let is the call. Christopher Gordon hoping for a let call. Let's check out and see if that was a valid question. No let. I think that's fair enough. I don't think he could have got a racket on that in any case. Creed so speedy. He needed to be quick to track that one down. Again, Gordon playing a physical game here. Creed trying to stay out of his way a little more than Chris Binney did last night. Oh, again, Gordon, that's outstanding play. We didn't see a lot of that sort of stuff last night from Chris Gordon. And he's come out and played a number of powerful winners here today. Clearly a change somewhat in tactic. He's a little more attacking at the moment. Gordon just puts that one away comfortably. Peter Creed tried the drop shot, but in the end, it just opened up the right wall. 2 points away here from a very fast opening game for the number 1 seed. Oh, again. Crowd showing their appreciation for some silky skill. Well directed from Christopher Gordon. Eight game balls here for the American. And stroke is given, and that is the end of game number 1. The great Gordon is playing just like it, and he takes game number 1, 11-2. We'll be back very soon for game number 2. You're watching the GoodLife Open. All right, game number 2 underway. Players back out on court. Christopher Gordon, what a start. 11-2, he took the opening game. Now we're into game number 2. Peter Creed, he needs to respond, the Welshman. Really was just blown away in the first game by some serious placement, power, and precision from the American. It's an interesting let call. Got some great comments coming in on the YouTube comment feed. Rich68 says, nice intro, Josh. And the Nelson Gonzalez says, you can never be too epic when it comes to the squash. Glad to see you boys and girls are enjoying the feed and enjoying our fun introductions. You just wait for tomorrow. We've got a real good one for you. Peter Creed, sensational on that occasion. Gets himself the first time lead for Peter Creed. Yeah, our editing department is out the back at the moment, cutting up clips and getting ready for tomorrow's final. Hopefully we have a very exciting introduction clip for you tomorrow. Maybe some other special gifts along the way. This is better from Peter Creed. He's got himself up and about now. 3-1 after a slow start. He takes a 2-ball advantage here in game number 2. How did he get that back? That's one of the shots of the tournament. Peter Creed from nowhere. He was so low to the ground, he nearly fell over. In the end, he hit a winner. Wow. Oh, too easy for Gordon. It just set up perfectly and the right wall was open. Gets himself back within 2. No Tempo T asks, I wonder if we'll see another cross-court shot from the front court by Creed. It seemed to be Creed's undoing. Interesting. It's fair to say he's been punished with that cross-court. Gordon's been cutting it off and punish it straight down the wall. Again. Stunning stuff from the number 1 seed. Just too powerful on that occasion. Much tighter game this one than the opening game. Peter Creed has found something here. Oh, he went for the low post. In the end, he just hit the cool box. And this will give us a good angle. Right there. I was waiting for it. I think that camera might be a little off-center now. We'll wait and see. There it is. Yep, it's a little to the left. Someone get out there and fix it. I'm not sure the players would enjoy that too much if we stopped the game and went out and fixed the camera. Maybe we'll wait until the end of the game. Unless my producer's feeling brave. Hold the game, boys. We've got to fix the cool box. So Gordon coming back here. He was down by as many as 3. Now back level. Oh, how was that from Gordon? It was like a bullet. Too much for Creed to handle. I thought for a moment, looking at Christopher Gordon's socks, I thought he had the compression socks on, but I think they might just be nice, high, white socks. Maybe if someone at home recognises them, they can write on our YouTube feed what they are. I'm not sure if they are compression socks or not. They're very fashionable, whatever they are. Oh, I'm not sure. I think Gordon could have maybe got around Creed there. In the end, it will be a let. Interesting comment from Pritch68, who says, it must be strange for Peter training in Holland, which happens to be the tallest country in the world. Certainly he's up against one of the tallest men in squash today in Christopher Gordon. But I'm sure he's used to it. As they say, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. I'm about 5'6", so I know how he feels. He's got me covered for height, that's for sure. Gordon quickly apologising there to Creed for getting his racket in the way. I wonder what the call is, though. Well, it's 7-4 Gordon. I'm not sure if he got the point or whether maybe we were just one down. Should have been a let, I think. Anyway. Oh, a bit of a coming together of bodies again. That's not the first time we've seen that in the last couple of days from the tall American. Oh, and that could have actually been a bit nasty. If he'd fallen across his knee, could have easily done a knee injury. I wonder if that's Peter Creed sending a bit of a message to Gordon, saying, get out of my way next time. I need to access the ball. There has been some whisperings around the place here from fans and on the feed that Gordon often puts himself deliberately in let winning positions or let earning positions. I wonder if Creed has decided he's had enough. So let call on that occasion. Bridge68 has answered my question from before. He says Gordon has indeed got compression socks on. As for Creedy, he doesn't have a sock on. He has a tattoo on his leg. So there you go. Again, another let call here. You can see Creed is following the same path as Binney last night and just getting a little frustrated with Gordon playing so many lets deliberately. Oh, and that one hit the tin. It was a clever shot actually in the end from Creed. He just Played it slowly right up into the front right. Almost gave no room for Gordon to hit the ball. Interesting change of tactic there. Oh, that just set up for Gordon to put it straight down the left wall. 9-6. Gordon again racing away with game number 2 now after Petey Creed made the early running. Vanelson Gonzalez says, I think Creedy's been watching the rugby before playing today. Creed stretching for that one. He's desperate now just to stay in the match. Oh, and there's a bit of a coming together of players here. Creed very unhappy with his opponent. Straight away. A little bit of a grab on the hand, and then what are you doing? And Peter Creed is not a happy chappy. It's getting a little heated out there. Semi-finals brings out the emotions in all these players. But that's the first real coming together of aggression and emotions we've seen from these two today. Let's take another look. He is clearly very unhappy with Christopher Gordon at the moment. Christopher Gordon telling him to calm down. I had a few good chats to Peter Creed this week. He's a very calm individual. Takes a lot for him to get riled up like that. I wonder what will happen here. Don't go away, folks. It's all happening. Big moment in the match. Good length from Gordon. He was under pressure there, but managed to dig himself out of it. Creed went for it. That is a big moment for the American. He's given himself 4 game balls now. Peter Creed, potentially an opportunity lost there. That's better from Creed. Great length, and now on the attack, trying to finish off the point. Somehow Gordon kept it rolling. Oh, Creedy indeedy. Wonderful reflexes from the Welshman. It was almost like a tennis forehand, that one, with a bit of topspin. He's pulled back one, still 3 game balls to save. And Creed will greedily accept that. Now just down by 2. And another unforced error. That's got Creed back in this game. Still 1 game ball to save. But he's saved 3 in a very short space of time. Needs to save 1 more, the Welshman. He's missed it. That is the end of game number 2. Christopher Gordon, he's up 2 games to love, taking the second game 11-9. We'll be back soon for game number 3. Even though it's 2 games to love to the number 1 seed. What a match we've got going on right now for you. Christopher Gordon and Peter Creed coming together a couple of times in that game. There was one particular moment where there was an exchange of words between the players, and there's a bit of feeling out there. Peter Creed, that was a much better game from him. He came right back after really being blown away in the opening game. But he's found a little bit more form. All right, game number 3 about to launch. Will we see Christopher Gordon launch into the final? Will we see Peter Creed take it to a game 4? We'll see. Oh, that was good play from Gordon. He knew Creed had no room to move. Straight at the body. Joe Blow says on the feed, Gordon seems to be frustrating his opponents. I've noticed that as well. He's good at getting in their heads and getting them a little frustrated about the match and their own game potentially. He can also do that. That ball was right up against the left wall. Great reflexes, though, on that occasion by Creed. Gordon cross court is working a treat today. He's got a very whippy forehand. Gets a lot of power from a standing start. Creed did well to track that down, but he left the front court wide open. Gordon says, thank you very much. Into the nick of the front right. No physical stuff just yet here in game 3. It's been a clean game so far. I wonder if Gordon's looking to put the foot down and finish it off here with some winners. Again, great reflexes from Creed, but it was up and out of play. Gordon's really targeting the body of Creed here at the front court. Well, great get from Creed. The length was so good from Gordon and it set up the winner. He's powering through here, Gordon. Already 5-0 in game 3 and just 6 points away from a final spot. If he is to make the final, it will be against the winner of Henrik Mustonen from Finland, the number 2 seed, and the number 7 seed, Michael McCue from Canada. That game is coming up at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Gordon with the overhead, missing it on that occasion. Of course, Michael McCue, the only Canadian left in the draw here. I'm sure he'll be a crowd favourite today. Good crowd in attendance here in Ottawa. And big thanks to the GoodLife here at Queensview for looking after us, as they always do. That's better from Peter Creed. He's got himself back a couple of points here. And Joe Blow has given us a bit of analysis. He says that Creed seems to be getting on the front court opportunity and putting it with not quite his best width cross court over time, and Gordon is there to pounce on it. And again, these players just having a little bit of a discussion with each other. Peter Creed has not been pleased with the way in which Gordon has approached this match. He's certainly let his feelings known. All right, they've finished their little argument there, and we're back underway, 6-2. Oh, that's stunning. It doesn't get much better than that, folks. Check this out. Into the nick, front right. That's a winner. Creed just needs to take a moment here to compose himself. He's got a bit of a mountain to climb. 5 points down here, 2 games to love down also. Oh, that ball got the nick at the back of the court. Luckily, Gordon kept it alive. And he nearly got a racket in the face there, Gordon. Creed stopped. Should be a let. Well, there might have been a stroke call, actually. Just waiting to find out from the ref. Yes, there it is. Stroke called. Creed went for it. I think he missed it. The crowd were clapping because they thought he'd hit a winner, but I think it just hit the top of the tin. A little close-up view of Gordon's shirt, which is proving popular on our stream. A couple of people saying they like his colourful shirt today. Oh, how was that from Gordon? He's going to finish off the point now. Somehow Creed kept it alive. Again, Gordon going with great length down the left wall. How is this point still going? Surely it doesn't end with a let. Greedy is getting a little frustrated now. So 8-3 is the score, Gordon's way. The referee today in the hot seat, Matthias Tuomi from Finland. And it's been quite a hot seat over the last two games. Martin Knight was in the hot seat last night. Had a similar tough time with both players regularly remonstrating after calls. That was quite a point for no point to either player. Oh, couldn't quite get that one again, Gordon. The placement was perfect. He's 2 points away from a final. Incredible stuff from Gordon. I don't know how he kept that point going. And he gave every effort he could to not lose it, but in the end, it was all in vain. Peter Creed with a winner. Well, this match might be headed for a straight games victory to Christopher Gordon. Well, we've got some highlights. I'll tell you what, there's been some players diving around. A couple of heated moments, some wonderful shots from both players. It has been a highlight reel for sure. We know Peter Creed won't give up. So stroke the call. That hands Christopher Gordon 6 match balls and a chance at a final. Five match balls left. Peter Creed, he's saved one. Chance to save two. I think he did. Yes. It was really tight, I tell you what. Yeah, just made it. Still 4 to save. We've seen Creed do this before. He saved 3 game balls in the second game. And that's it. It's all over. Flash Gordon. He's through. Christopher Gordon wins it in 3 straight games, 11-2, 11-9, 11-6 over Peter Creed from Wales. And we will see the number 1 seed, Christopher Gordon, in the final tomorrow afternoon. Now, don't go away. We've got the number 2 seed, Henrik Mustonen, coming up next against the local favourite, the Canadian Michael McCue. Don't go away. We are back, and we are underway here in semi-final number 2. Michael McCue and Henrik Mustonen out on court number 1. That match has just begun, and I am joined by the winner of our semi-final number 1, Christopher Gordon, the Flash. We're calling you. How are you, Chris?
Pleasure to be here. Thanks so much.
All right, mate. Congratulations on your win. How are you feeling?
I'm really happy with my performance today. It's always great to be in a final. It's always a special moment, so I'm really happy I found a solution and battled through today.
Certainly was a wonderful match of squash and some great points from both of you players. We're getting a couple of questions coming through on the YouTube stream. What were the long conversations with Creed about? That's one thing that the fans want to know.
We're actually sharing the same billet, so we're just having a little break in the action and discussing what might be on the dinner menu tonight. We've actually been going to the same restaurant every evening for dinner, so just trying to figure out if we're going to get the nachos tonight or stick to the chicken linguine.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, Joe Blow says he thinks you were taking too much room at the back of the court and blocking too much. What do you say to that?
I mean, it certainly wasn't intentional, Joe. You know, there's a lot of action out there. Creedy is a very, very clever player, and he was moving me around quite a bit, and I was really just trying to keep up with it and keep the ball in play. You know, if I did get in the way now and again, it certainly wasn't the way I was trying to play, but you know, it might have been the case.
All right. Well, Nelson Gonzalez says, who would you rather play in the final, Michael McCue or Henrik Mustonen?
To be honest, I'm really happy to be in the final, and I'm going to just take it as it comes and see what happens. Both of these guys are very strong players. Obviously, McCue playing here in Canada will get the home support, but Mustonen has been around a long time and is a very experienced campaigner. So either way, I'm going to have a battle on my hands, and I'm going to have to really buckle down and bring my A game tomorrow.
All right. And final question comes from Pritch68, who asks, when is your next tournament?
I've got a busy month this month, so I'm headed home after the final tomorrow for 5 days, and then I'm off to Edmonton. I'm playing in the qualifying for the $35,000 tournament there, and straight from Edmonton for a 15K to Salt Lake City.
All right. Well, thanks very much for joining us. We wish you the very best of luck in the big final tomorrow. Can't wait to see you there, and hopefully it all goes well for you.
Thanks so much.
All right, so out on court, Michael McCue and Henrik Mustonen. Great start to this match already. A bit of a lead here, 5-2. In fact, we're hearing it might even be 6-2, just waiting for confirmation. My producer is out in his luxury RV, and he can't hear the score properly. In fact, the score was 3-5. So Mustonen 3, McCue 5. Should be a fascinating contest, this one. McCue with an early lead here. Very tight balls being played at the moment. Let the call. Great crowd in attendance today. Every single seat taken for the semi-finals. I'm sure we'll see the same again tomorrow for the big final. Already Flash Gordon awaits the winner of this match. Will it be the Flying Finn? Or will it be, oh, Michael McCue? I need to come up with a nickname for Michael McCue. If you've got a good idea for a nickname for Michael McCue, tell us on the YouTube screen. I was going to call him the Q Stick, but I'm not sure about that. Of course, a pool reference. Mustonen in dark blue, McCue in aqua. The cue ball, Wollongong says. What do you think, fans? The cue ball? He's not bald, so I don't know if he's as bald as a cue ball. And McCue asking for a let here. He was going to play the ball, and Mustonen still hadn't cleared the area, and he gets his call. How about the Sudbury Slinger? That's an interesting one. That's good from the flying fin. Plenty of space at the back left of the court. Used it to his advantage. Oh, the double swing from Mustonen. He had a fresh air swing at the first one. He hit the second. Luckily, he didn't touch it on the racket on the first go. Didn't matter, though. McCue, the Sudbury star. The pride of Sudbury, Wollongong says. I don't mind that. The pride of Sudbury. The king in the north, says the pitch 68. The king in the north. Michael McCue, he's flying at the moment, the local favourite. All of a sudden, he's not far away from claiming the opening game against the number 2 seed, who pulls out an unbelievable shot. The crowd wasn't sure what had happened. It was so fast. I'm sure that deserved a clap. 5 game balls for Michael. Nelson Gonzalez says his initials are M&M, so let's call him Skittles. Well, what he's done, he's skittled Mustonen in game number 1. It's 11-5. What a start for the local favourite. We'll see you soon for game 2. What a start for Michael McCue. He's taken game number 1, 11-5. A bit of a shock to the number 2 seed, Mustonen. And we are now going to go down to court number 1 as we get set for game number 2. Magic Michael showing some magic here. Oh, he went for it. It hit the cool box. This will show us. In fact, it was just above the cool box. But unfortunately missed the mark. I think that bounced twice. So a great start here for Mustonen. We saw him start slowly yesterday. So he's not new to coming from behind in these squash matches. Let's see how he goes from one love down today. I must mention, I think Michael McCue, and I know he likes to watch these squash stream broadcasts back afterwards. You've got a bit of a secret admirer, Michael. Mackie Sang says we should call you McCutie. How about that? All right. First point to McCue here in game number 2. One of our fans has noticed that Henrik is wearing 2 completely different shoes. That's interesting. I'll have to ask him if he happens to win this match. I'll ask him that question. Don't often see players wear 2 completely different shoes. Maybe one has more grip than the other. I'm not sure. That's brilliant from McCue, though. He's got himself back within 1 here in game number 2. It's been an interesting match, this one. Michael McCue, gee, he's improving with every single match at the moment. He overcame Sean Deliere in the previous round, and he said it was the very first time he's ever beaten Sean Deliere in his career. So certainly Michael McCue is climbing the Canadian squash mountain. He seems to be getting better and better. This should be an easy put away for Henrik, and it is. This was a great get, though, from McCue to keep the point alive, but only momentarily. Oh, that should be a let call. I'm not sure if he could have hit that ball, Mustonen. It bounced twice well before he was able to get around McCue. He got away with one there, I think. Well, McCue now brings it back to 4 apiece. That's Mustonen at his best. He just gave McCue no room to move here against the right wall. Again, Mustonen looking good here. So Peter Creed is on the referee's position tonight. You'll see him right in the middle of the screen with a towel around his neck. The rules here in these PSA tournaments, when there's no refs provided by PSA, the loser of the previous match then referees the next match. And good to see Peter Creed recover after his semi-final loss to be out there being a part of this match and refereeing. I can't wait to find out what Peter Creed and Flash Gordon have for dinner tonight. Great opportunity for Mustonen here. He's attacking, clear by 2. If he can get it back to 1-1, we will have a wonderful match here, although he missed on that occasion. 6-8 is the score I just heard from referee Peter Creed. Oh, the groans of the crowd tell the story. There was a chance for McCue to drop it in the front left. And what he's actually done, he's given a 3-ball lead to Mustonen here. This all of a sudden becomes a big point in the context of the match. Four game balls to Henrik. The flying Finn, he's flown back into the match and he's leveled it up at 1 game apiece. What a good match this is going to be. Don't go away, folks. We've got Game 3 coming up very soon, right here on squashstream.tv. Welcome back. You're watching the 2016 Ottawa GoodLife Open right here at the Queensview GoodLife in Ontario, Canada. And we're going to go down to court number 1 for the start of game number 3. Mustonen, he's fought his way back. McCue, a great start to game number 3 with a winner. Oh, and he struck the ball straight into himself there, Henrik. And that will be a stroke. Some interesting analysis coming through on the YouTube stream. Joe Blow says he noticed that Henrik started straightening his shots a little more in Game 2. One of the reasons why he was starting to get some success. So, if you have anything you've noticed on this match, let us know. One of the great things about squashstream.tv is that we give the fans a voice. Oh, Michael McCue, hasn't he got a voice at the moment? And he's being heard loud and clear. Another winner. What a start from the Sudbury Star. Again, McCue with a put away. The number 7 seed, he dares to dream. If he can go up 2-1, he could be in a great spot to get himself in his first ever GoodLife Open final. There were a couple of fans mentioning pre-game that he's going to find it very tough, McCue, to overcome Mustonen. No wonder with shots like that from Mustonen. However, at the moment, McCue has a slight advantage. Long way to go in this match, though. Clever. Very clever from Henrik. McCue thought he was going left. Nice little cross-court backhand. Great length from McCue. He's put Mustonen under a bit of pressure at the start of this point. Now Mustonen settles. Oh, I think he just missed. I'm just judging by Mustonen's reaction there. We'll need to see it again. He did just miss. And that's given a 3-point lead to McCue. Oh, McCue a little frustrated there. Tried to play the boast and immediately regretted that decision. Mustonen's getting all the nicks at the moment. Well, great reflexes from McCue. That ball was rocketed straight at him. Somehow he got it back in play. One of the longest rallies of the match, this. Mustonen finishes it off in style. Such an even contest, this one. 1-1. McCue can attack. Mustonen was there. Now the low boast and should finish it off. He does. That was a very well structured point from Michael. Still has a slender advantage here, the Canadian. Oh, again, McCue, too good. He made it real hard for Henrik. Now up 7-4. These next couple of points become crucial. McCue just hanging on in this point. Still hanging on. Mustonen went for it. I think he missed it. He did miss it, 8-4. You see a bit of a bobble on the cool box as it missed the red line. Thought that may have bounced twice. McCue in the end. It didn't matter. Straight down the right wall. He's 2 points away here from 2-1 up. Stunning stuff. Gee, that was well executed. He's opened it right up for a chance at 2-1, and that's what happens. Michael McCue has taken a 2-game-to-1 lead. He takes Game 3, 11-4. What a way to go through to a Game 4. We'll be back soon, folks, with that Game number 4 right here from the Queen's View GoodLife in Ottawa, Canada. Game 4 about to begin. Mustonen and McCue. What a stunning match it's been so far for the Canadian. We're about to start game number 4. Michael McCue, just 23 years of age, so a man very much on the rise in this sport. As for Mustonen, 26 years. And he's been on the tour for a little longer than McCue, so he has the experience. He knows how to come back in these moments. But McCue, at the moment, has the advantage. He is the number 7 seed, but it won't be long before we see him rise up the seedings and up the rankings at these tournaments. Especially if he keeps playing like this. I wonder if this could be the coming of age of Canada's next star, maybe. We know Sean Delliere has dropped out of this competition. Andrew Schnell not here. Of course, current Canadian national champion. But McCue He's showing some real class today. Another great start to game 4 for the local boy. Of course, when I say local, I mean local to Canada. I know Sudbury's nowhere near Ottawa, but you know what I mean. Again, the crowd showing their appreciation. He's turning it on for them here, McCue. Great feedback coming through from Rob Drummond, who says, "You guys do such a great job. I always love the Squash Stream productions." Thanks, Rob. You're the reason we do it. Again, Michael McCue. Wow. That's one of the shots of the tournament. Have a look at the eyes on the ball, the follow through, and the winner. Now we have a comment coming through from Pritch68 who says, "Hang on, Sean didn't drop out. McCue beat him." Believe me, I'm well aware of that. I commentated that match. I didn't mean drop out as in he dropped out. I mean he dropped out as in he's no longer in the tournament. Just for some clarification. That was a wonderful win, that particular match by McCue in the previous round. McCue is really turning the screws here. Again, what a shot from McCue. This is the best we've seen from this young star. Will he get himself in a final in his home country? He's going about it the right way. Four love up. 2 games to 1 up over the number 2 seed from Finland. And a highlight reel to savour along the way. Oh, a bit of magic from Henrik. He has to fight fire with fire here. The low boast off the right wall is really working wonders for McCue at the moment. He's already hit 3 winners in this match from that very shot. Good length on that occasion from McCue. Needed to defend. Now on the attack. Mustonen somehow got it back. And hits another winner. He's 5-1 up in game 4. Mekanaka Budawa says, McCue seems to have worked out Mustonen with his boast. It seems that way, doesn't it? Again, McCue. That was cute from McCue. We're allowed to call him McCutie now, apparently, says one of the fans. And that was very cute indeed. It's probably his girlfriend saying that. I hope so, anyway. Otherwise, she might be a little jealous. 6-1 McCue. Make that 7-1. Henrik Mustonen on the ropes here. Now Mustonen has to throw caution to the wind. He's got to start hitting winners. And he does just that on this occasion. That moment, like letting air out of a balloon for Mustonen. not far away. McCue not far away from a final position. Of course, Christopher Gordon, the number 1 seed, awaits. Although Mustonen not done yet. Delicate little drop shot in the front right. Incredibly, that is the first stroke we've seen of this game. It's been so free-flowing. There's been no lets and only one stroke. Certainly the fans have enjoyed the clean squash we've seen in this match. It's been entertaining. Mustonen toying with him here. Finish him. He couldn't come up with a killer blow. Now McCue can attack. What a topsy-turvy point this has been. The momentum keeps swinging. Now we're back to down the right wall. McCue can attack now. Oh, in the end, what will the call be? The call is a let. Gee, what a let. The crowd lets out a groan, says that's the most entertaining let we've ever seen at Ottawa. That point had it all, except for a winner. Great tightness on the left wall from McCue. He can put this one away, surely. Elects to drop. Now attacks. I wonder if there will be any nerves for Michael McCue. He hasn't made a final here in Ottawa. Henrik has given away a stroke. McCue 2 points away from what would be one of the stories of the tournament. Mustonen, an important point. Oh, he got the nick right in the front right. Mustonen trying the boast himself. That's worked great for McCue here in game number 4. What a moment for McCue. It's match ball times 5. Could this be the moment that puts Sudbury squash on the map? I think McCue put his hand up and said he didn't quite get that one back. Or maybe just gave up on it, but point to Mustonen. Still 4 match balls, though. I'll have to reserve that one. Mustonen going for it now. Has to hit winners. He's done it! Michael McCue is through to a final in 4 games. He's overcome the number 2 seed. And the boy from Sudbury, he's finally made the final here in Ottawa. And he goes through against Mustonen in 4 games. What a wonderful match it was. Stunning stuff from both players. And the crowd showing their appreciation for what was a very, very good way to finish semi-final day. Now, don't forget, folks, big final coming up tomorrow. Christopher Gordon, the man we're calling Flash Gordon from America, he will take on the local boy, the Canadian Michael McCue, in what should be an epic North American final here at the GoodLife Open. We can't wait to get you back on board watching squashstream.tv. Don't forget, get on the stream, tell us what you think, give us your comments, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. But for now, it's goodbye.